What is going on, guys? My name is Matthew Silva, director and founder here at Iranian Films, and today we're going to be talking about the basic equipment, the basic fundamentals for a new starting filmmaker. We'll get back to it right after the intro. Alright guys, so the first thing you need when you are starting off your film career as a filmmaker, so on and so forth, is of course a video camera. Now you can use either your phone, your grandma's flip phone, your camcorder, a giant DSLR, doesn't matter. What matters the most is what's up here and what's in the air. I know that sounds very cheesy, but if you check out one of my latest videos, you would understand what I'm talking about. Basically what I'm talking about is as long as you have creativity and the passion to do what you love, then no matter what camera, what equipment you have, the video is always going to come out good. Alright, so the first things first is, like I said, you need a video camera. Because if you're not going to have a video camera, how else are you going to record your movie? Okay, so having a video camera, whether it's an iPhone, Samsung, the iPhones and Samsungs these days are really good, probably even almost better than my camcorder right now in terms of video quality. Not there yet. You know what? Maybe with the iPhone X, the new Samsung, maybe. But you know what? I love my baby, my little camcorder. That thing has been with me since day one. Now the second thing you need is a tripod. Now, for those of you who don't know what a tripod is, let me just explain, because believe it or not, some people don't know what that is. I might look it up on Google as we speak. A tripod is a stand that holds your camera. It could be something as simple as this, or something as big as the Magnus VT4000 that is holding my, camera setup right now. Starting off, it only matters if you have, the tripod there. It doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is that it doesn't matter if you have one big bulky tripod or a small tripod. Starting off, it's very important that you have at least a tripod, so that if you need to film something and you're filming by yourself, or if you want to film a still shot and you don't want the camera shaking around too much, it is really important to have a tripod there accessible, so that you or your friend could hold the tripod and move the camera, the pan bar, so that the camera gets as less shaky as possible when you're filming. The third most important thing you need is a camera light. To me, the camera light was never really a problem, because I always tend to film during the daytime. And the reason for that being is because my camcorder filming at night doesn't come out with the best quality. I'm not sure if any of you guys have ever seen a movie or a video that's very pixelated, where you see the little squares and the boxes on the video. That's usually when the camera you're using can't pick up enough light for the video so that you can see what's going on. Usually at night, movie producers and studios use giant light sets, the umbrella lights, kits, all that stuff. Me, since I'm a low-budget filmmaker, I usually just film in the daytime, because it not only makes it easier for myself, but the quality looks good in itself. It's free lighting from the sun, of course. But I would definitely recommend getting a light. Although I don't have one myself, I do have a small LED light. I can show you that right now. It's a small LED light. Sometimes it gets the job done when it's dark, and I just want to film something nice, sweet, and simple. But yeah, it's definitely important, or just just to have a camera light accessible in case you ever need one. Just for a quick scene, or even a scene at night. It's always a little good touch to have into your camera arsenal. Now the fourth most important thing, basic equipment for a filmmaker, new starting filmmaker, is a microphone. When I first started Iranian Films, when I first started my videos, I started making films without a microphone. Usually I would add the sound effects, voiceovers at the end maybe. A lot of it was sound effects, quiet films, no talking, just sound only, facial expressions, all that stuff, because I didn't have a microphone. I didn't know better at the time. I didn't know, what was a good microphone, what wasn't. I didn't have the, money for a microphone at the time. But it's definitely worth your investment. A good microphone that I use all the time since day one is the Rode Shotgun video microphone. Awesome, amazing microphone. And I'll tell you why. For example, let's say I'm standing 15 feet away from the camera, and you want to, pick up just that sound, just my voice, right? The Rode Video Shotgun mic, the Rode Video mic picks up anything within a 15 feet, 20 feet parameter. If I'm standing in front of it and you have the microphone standing 15, 20 feet in front of me, it's only going to pick up my voice and my voice only. Sometimes that's not always the case. It even shows on the box that sometimes it may pick up some of the sounds around you. It's very unlikely that it does. Especially the best investment for your video microphone is a dead cat, also known as a wind buster for your microphone. I can show you it right now. This is what I have. It was about 20 to 30, I think it was 30 bucks actually. 30 bucks investment for this, this microphone, but it was the best thing that I've ever invested in because the quality of my microphone comes out crystal clear, especially when I'm doing voiceovers like what I'm doing now. It comes out very clear. Really good investment. The Rode Video mic was about $200. It's pretty affordable, along with the wind buster, maybe $230 in total. Really affordable microphone. I definitely recommend that if you're getting a microphone to definitely check out the Rode video mics. They have cheaper ones, of course, for smaller cameras, for cell phones. Definitely check out the Rode Video mic. Great microphones. I would give it a 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5 star rating. Really great microphones. Now the fifth most important thing when you're out there filming for you new filmmakers are headphones. This is optional, in my opinion, just like another one of the some other equipment that I'm going to list later on in this video. It might seem optional. Headphones are good when you're filming and you're outside and you want to listen to the videotapes, the video recordings that you just filmed, and you just want to hear how it came out, pretty much. It's good to have headphones. I prefer wireless headphones because when you're out there filming and you want to hear what you just recorded and see if it came out good, everyone said their lines okay, all you have to do is play your video and everything comes out. It sounds great. I use the Beats, the Solo. Well, I use them sometimes. I'm use them mostly for editing. When I don't use the Beats, I usually use my Turtle Beaches. You could either plug them in or they're wireless. So it's always good to have a pair of headphones. It doesn't matter what headphones you use, as long as you have a pair of cheap headphones. It could even be, you got from the dollar store. As long as you have headphones to listen to your footage while you're out there filming, it's very, very important because you don't want to go back home, watch the videos over and realize there was like several mistakes and it's like, crap, man, I could have avoided this if only I could have heard it on film day with headphones. So that's always an important thing to have. Number 6, extra batteries. This is very, very important. I can't stress this enough, guys, because if you don't have extra batteries and you're out there on a film shoot, man, let me tell you, I used to go out there all the freaking time without extra batteries, and guess what? Either my camera died, my shotgun mic died, my monitor died, my phone died. Man, it's always important to have batteries. Don't be cheap. Invest in some batteries. They're usually about 20 to 30 bucks, probably even less. I got the monitor batteries for maybe like 20 bucks. Or I think 15 bucks on Amazon Prime. Don't be cheap. Get yourself some batteries, extra batteries, because when you're out there on the film shoot and one battery dies, you can just quickly swap to the other one and you can still keep going. That goes for the same thing as SD cards. It's always important to have 2 SD cards. In my opinion, when you're out there filming, I have 2 64GB SD cards for my camcorder. Very important to have. If you're out there shooting and you run out of space, man, what are you going to do? You can't delete scenes. You have to keep the show on the road. You got to keep recording. So that's always important. Don't be cheap. Invest in some extra batteries and SD cards so that you can get the film job done. And last but not least, guys, number 7, which is, this is fairly optional. I just recently got my rig, so if I could do it without a rig, you can do it, but it's a good piece of equipment to add to your camera arsenal is the DSLR shoulder mount. Okay, so the reason why it's good to have is because when you're out there and you want to film a scene, especially I prefer for like running scenes, quick scenes, action scenes, it's always good to have that mount because you can lay it on your shoulder and it's easy to run, it's easy to do stuff, move around. But a tripod, it's hard, it's hard to maneuver with all that heavy equipment. When you're holding the camera, it's gonna come out shaky. You don't have anything to hold the microphone. You know, the DSLR rig holds, you know, if you get a clip for like $4 or $5, you can add the monitor, the microphone, and all that stuff to it. So it's always a good piece of equipment to add to your camera arsenal. It's not a necessity. You don't need it, but for the future, it's always a good investment. Anyway, guys, this was the basic fundamentals, the basic equipment that you need as a starting filmmaker. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smack that like button, share it to maybe your friend, family, an aspiring filmmaker or an artist, and subscribe for more. Check out the website, check out the Instagram page, and thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.